YouTube. How is everybody today? Good to hear. So today we're going to talk about this new release that just came off the Southern Lord label. It's by this duo called Eagle Twin. It's called The Unkindness of Crows, released in 2009. The duo, well, they're from Salt Lake City, and it's comprised of this guy called Gentry Densley, who plays in this band called Iceburn, and he's also in a band called Sunn that he is in with Greg Anderson from Sunn. He's the other half of Sunn. Sunn's really good. I hear Iceburn's really good too, a really overlooked band. It's supposed to be like some sort of avant metal, like jazz, progressive metal kind of thing. It's supposed to be really good. I might check him out later. And then he's got his buddy on drums, Tyler Smith. I guess he's a member of this band called Guttermouth, and another one called Bullets and Octane. I have never heard of either of those. I don't know anything about them. But anyway, when you put them two together, you get this really evil, sludgy, stoner, kind of doom metal kind of mixture on here. Very sprawling, very slow, very loud, very almost oppressive to listen to. Very good. These guys do a good job incorporating all these sounds from a lot of my favorite bands. Like here you can hear a lot of Sunn in this for sure, especially in Gentry's guitar playing. Some of the chords and progression he uses comes right out of like the Sunn, you know, notebook practically. Like it's not as drawn out as like Sunno's drone metal is, but there are a lot of the same kind of tones and chord progressions on here, and you can hear a lot of Melvins influence. You can hear a lot of ohm and the way the songs are structured and stuff like that. There's elements of Kyuss on here, because sometimes these guys will switch it up and do a little bit of a rock out jam session that sounds a lot like desert rock that Kyuss does. You can hear a little bit of Electric Wizard, a little bit of Sleep, some Big Business on here. It's all good things. Very loud, very slow, very low end. There's lots of rumbling on here. Very thick, very dense music on here. Yeah, Gentry Densley, he plays guitars and sings. When he sings, he has this very low, raspy kind of voice. He also does a little bit of throat singing, just vocalizing and stuff, and he'll layer his vocals and doing all this very interesting stuff. On guitar, he's got this very low, overblown sound to it. Lots of very subtle chord progressions. Tyler Smith on drums. He's a very good drummer. I really enjoyed the drumming on here. He does a good job keeping you interested in the music, keeping the whole thing moving forward. He's the driving force in this band, and he does a good job varying up his drumming too. He's always doing these weird patterns and stuff too. He's very I don't know, non-linear in his drumming, I guess, but like there are times when the songs will, like, you know, slow down a lot and he'll just this simple like cymbal snare drum kind of thing, but he's always doing something. He's a very busy drummer. I really liked it. But yeah, this album is really long. It's a monster. It's 65 minutes spread over 7 songs only. But these guys do a great job keeping you interested throughout. Like, it doesn't really drag until the very end of the album, where I guess they're just trying to, you know, test your, you know, wherewithal, your endurance. But for the most part of this album, they're always switching, always changing song structures and tempos and sounds, always keeping you, you know, interested, always engaged with the music. I was very pleased with this album when I first listened to it. It wasn't really repetitive, wasn't really overwrought or anything like that. It wasn't trying to be big and evil just for evil's sake. It seemed kind of sincere, seemed kind of intelligent. The lyrics are well written and inspired from, like, I guess, dead poets and like Mormon hymns and Native American mythology. The album was, I guess, inspired by this book called The Book of Crows, and they recommend everyone going out to buy it because it was the initial inspiration for the music's initial inception. But yeah, Mormon hymns, Japanese haikus, Upton Sinclair, native myths, very cool stuff. Lots of bleak atmosphere, lots of sprawl, very crushing. But yeah, these guys do a good job of switching up their delivery and switching up the sounds and just the melodies that they're making on here. Very cool. The cover art's got some sort of crow on steroids there. It's got these massive little bird legs, very muscular. On the back, you got this tree with a bird silhouette. On the inside, we got a little colored painting there of something that's been picked clean and a crow flying away. And then on the cover of the sleeve, I think that's a picture of Gentry. So here he is on the back. That's him there, and there's Tyler. So I think that might be him right there. I'm not 100% sure. Some guy who's looking like he's having a very good time. Then on this inside of the cover, it's kind of cool little pictures of just birds in the forest and like tentacle monsters and people looking very concerned at these vultures and ravens. There's the tentacle thing. Not really sure what's going on there, but you know you have a good metal album when something has tentacles. There's the vulture and the people looking kind of concerned about it. I guess it's a bad sign, a bad omen. Yeah, I really enjoyed Equal Twin. These guys do a lot with just two people. Very, very thick. Very interesting to listen to. Very oppressive. Very varied. Really enjoyed it. I'd say if you're a fan of like Melvins or Sunn or any kind of good, like, you know, progressive metal like Ohm or something like that, totally get into this. It was really well done. Very tastefully executed. Never sounded, you know, contrived or anything like that. Equal Twin. The Unkindness of Crows, released in 2009 on Southern Lord Record. I really enjoyed this album.